Check them out with charts with a focus list video for subscribers. Today is December 7th, 2025. Before we get started, this video is for informational purposes only. These are not recommendations to buy, sell, or hold any stock or security, and I may hold positions in some of the equities mentioned. Know your time frame and risk tolerance. All right, thank you all for being subscribers. This video is just for you. And actually, this week I'm doing a free view, so I am sharing this with everybody just up until this Friday. So you see what the focus list video is all about. The way we do this, we look at last week's focus list because we have full transparency on what we're doing here. We look at this week's focus list. We have a pick of the week, and we have the people the names that almost made it. Okay, so let's start this video again. We try to keep this one shorter and to the point. Last week, the SPY, again, our comparison is SPY, it was up 0.34. So we want to look at how we did comparatively to the SPY. The first name on last week's focus list was Pump. Pump was up 14%, so did very, very well relative to the SPY. Dutch Brothers, BROS. So this one, we wanted to get in closer to 47. I'm sorry, 57. It never triggered really. I put on a second potential trade in it. It's coming up actually for this week, but it never triggered last week, Dutch Brothers. And sometimes they don't trigger. EOS. EOS was down 0.4. So that one would have probably, it would stop down if you would have been on that one. And then Tesla was our pick of the week last week, and that was up 5.77%. So overall, I think a pretty good week. You had Pump, which did awesome. You had Tesla, which did really, really good. You had one that didn't trigger, and you had EOS, which would have taken a small loss on. That's a successful week, in my opinion. So that's last week. Let's look at this week now. So in this week, we have I have five names on the focus list. One of them is the pick of the week, and my dog wants on my chair. So get the dog up there and let's go. First name is going to be NVTS. It's a semiconductor name. And as we look at this, we see the big drawdown here. And now we see where buyers have started to show up. Not only do we have that, but we have the retake of moving averages, a nice little 10% gain, and then this kind of doji here. And what can we do? So I'm going to play this more like an inside bar, even though it's not exactly an inside bar. So it's got to break the top. I'm sorry, I lied. I think we could buy it right here. Buy it right here. This is 945, and the stop could be the low of the day. I'm going to call that 915-ish or so. That's right around where the 50-day is going to be as well. So basically, you don't want to see it lose the 50-day moving average. That's 3% risk. So again, I'm buying roughly in this 945-ish area. Again, none of these numbers, always make the trade your own. This is just the way I'm looking at it. Roughly 945, stop right around 915. Again, the numbers could be slightly adjusted without really messing the risk up too much. If you buy at 948 or 950, is it going to, it's just a very small change in risk. And the point being is that I don't want to see it dip back below the 50-day, and we'll love to see these moving averages finish catching up. This is early in the base. This is one of those names where you may want to start with a smaller starting position, get some traction, and then kind of add to it as it moves higher. And by doing that, you can actually say, okay, well, I may drop my risk down to $9 instead of $9.15, but I'm going to start with half size, right? So this is definitely one of those where it's emerging from a base. So again, it's about getting in early sometimes. The next one is going to be the Real Real. It's a retail brand online. They sell luxury resale goods, I believe. So alpha earnings, nice big fat move. Again, we're not chasing. Let it come back, start to sell down. Here comes the moving averages. I think that we could buy this basically right around $14.30. That's a retake of the VWAP. Basically, if it gets above the VWAP, I think we can buy it there. And where does our stop go? Our stop is going to go right around $14. And I think that's where my 9-day moving average is. That gives you roughly a 2.1 risk. right? 2.1%. So either we're right and it goes, or we take a very, very small stop in this name. Retail and discretionaries in general are doing well, and this, especially with the holiday season coming up, you see it's in a beautiful uptrend. This is nice power, right? It's very nice power. And you see it kind of comes back in and then goes, right? It goes through consolidation and it's been going. So the trend is higher. So I like the real. Next up is Dutch Brothers. So last week was on the focus list. I carried it over because it never triggered last week. And I feel like, it's in a better, potential buy position as these moving averages are catching up. So where are we on this one? I think right around 58.50. So roughly right where it's at now, for the most part, right? With a stop right around 56.75. That's right underneath that 50-day, and that's about where the 23-day is as well. So we have some room to the bottom here, and would love to see it kind of, turn a corner here and start to go back the other way and make this basey, this kind of whether you want to call this inverse head and shoulders or whatever it is, kind of pull back into there and come back around. So again, we may get a move down. And if you get, listen, lower, I would still use this as a stop, this 56.75-ish area, 56.70, somewhere around there as a stop. But if you get even lower, great. You could buy into the hole here again, and it just makes that 3% risk even smaller. Knowing that your stop is down here, I think that's very reasonable. Again, there's nothing wrong with buying on these pullback buys as long as you know where your stop is. You're just getting in a better price at this point, right? And decreasing risk. So that's Dutch Brothers. Next one is going to be TMDX. This is Transmedics. Let's just go and get my the idea here is, again, this is on a pullback buy because I think that's right now that's what's working better than breakout buys. Pullback buy, right around 136.50 is going to be, again, about right where it's at, right? This is roughly where it's at. Again, if it pulls back a little bit more, even better. Great. But where's my stop going to be? So currently it's going to be at around 133.25. I want to see this 23-day continue to hold. It held right here, and I believe it should hold continuing going forward. On this pullback, if you notice something nice is the decrease in volume. That's very nice to see. And overall, relative to that, we're seeing some nice big green bars, showing accumulation. So I like the way that looks. This is Transmedics, TMDX. Again, very low risk at 2.4%. And all these just trail to stop. I like to use moving averages, but again, you could do what you want as far as the stop goes. But again, for me, just using a moving average makes things pretty simple. And then the last name is going to be the pick of the week. And then we're going to go into the almost made it. So the pick of the week is going to be VSAT. So I've noticed that there's a lot of rocket names that are starting to really move well, and I think VSAT has that potential as also. And again, if we kind of do this, we can see how it's had a nice big up move here, and then it's kind of just trail kind of sideways, right? It hasn't really done much, but now all the moving averages are kind of caught up. Price is back above it, which I really like, and let's zoom into this area. And here we go. So where can we buy? I think right around 135.60. So this is one of those inside and up type of plays, right? So we want to see it break the high here, and we don't want to see it come back in. Here's all your moving averages, really starting to line up bullishly. We still need that last little cross right there, but it looks like it's not that far away. So again, buy around 35.60. Stop is right around 34.70, right? That's on the low. And that's 2.4% risk. Again, very, very low risk in one of those potential, kind of momentum. And I think there's a rotation back into the space and rocket names. And I think that we're going to see that even on this big down bar, 12% down day, you see the volume was just okay. It wasn't like this like overwhelming volume. Then you see the reversal bar and it came back up. So this is the pick of the week. The way that these rules, if you're new, is buy on the trigger on Monday or Tuesday or whenever it triggers, And by Friday, I sell at least half of it, if not the whole pick, and I could keep the other half as a swing trade, right? So that's the way I do it again, but it's considered a shorter term 1 week trade, and I will post the pick of the week results later. All right, so anyway, that's that. Pick of the week is VSAT. Here's the ones of the almost made it. So I always like to. This is again idea generation. They weren't quite right for me, but they may be right for you. The first one's gonna be Palantir. Again, it's just a little bit too far extended. I may add some more of this into my TML portfolio because it's at a pretty good spot, especially on a weakness or pullback here. But I like the way this is starting to rebound very nicely there. I think Hood looks pretty good. Again, I kind of started to write this one up a little bit, but it was just a little bit more. But I like again how this is starting to align bullishly once again, and I think any weakness could be bought at this point. In Hood, Joby. Here's Joby, and again, this is coming off. I think we have room to the top of this range. You may already be in it, right? So maybe you want to maybe add some if it gets close to that 50 day or versus this inside up type of play. But I think Joby is looking really good, at least at the top of the range, $20 or so. Rocket Lab, again, same with that theme. I like Rocket Lab. I may actually add some into my TML list this week because I think the theme is coming back into play. Um, would love to see it, kind of consolidate and get above this purple area right here. Again, just longer term, I like it. We'll see what happens there. Again, just had a little too much on the risk side for me. And then the last one is JetBlue. Um, so this one's kind of interesting. So transports are doing well, airplanes are doing well, right? And so here's JetBlue, and it has this kind of downtrend line, and we're going to make an assumption that they're not going out of business, right? And we can see that we're starting to get this positive alignment on the moving averages. And yeah, if it can kind of do an inside day and then you play inside and up, that would probably be a pretty neat spot to get involved in airlines at a very, very cheap price, right? And again, it looks like it's starting a bullish. Again, if you could inside and inside up to break that trend line, I think that'd be a very bullish spot. This is something that I would consider a longer term option on, right? Any of these could be used for options, obviously, but this is one that I could say, okay, I want to look out 4 or 5 months and say that I'm going to wait in this for a shift and change, and maybe it gets up to, maybe prior highs, right? That's about a 40% higher or so. What would that be? Let's say it gets roughly here. Gets up there. I'm sorry, 70% higher. So yeah, so that could give you a big gain, especially if you're playing options. Um, that's a possibility, or your swing trade, something like that. So that's JetBlue. So those are the almost ones. But the focus list names for this week, again, just to recap: NVTS, Real, that's REAL, Dutch Brothers, TMDX, and the SAT is the pick of the week. And again, I like that they're all in a very, very buyable spot. We may remember FOMC is this week. There's going to be more volatility in this week. So just be very, very careful and stick to your discipline. Okay, that's what's most important. Small risks are great as long as if you get stopped out, as long as you take the stop, right? If you try if you don't put stops in or you ignore them, or at least put an alert in, right? At least put an alert in. All right. Anyway, thank you for being subscribers. I appreciate all of you. Have a great day.